Let's take a closer look at the Gshock combination bracelet, or the combi bracelet as they call it. So if you take a look, what we actually have here is plastic H-links with metal center links holding them together. There's holes, and the reason there's holes and there's cutouts is because each link is held together with little miniature spring bars. So I took some apart, and I'll show you a little bit closer here. See if I can get them up here. So you can see the spring bar there. And then if you look on the left-hand side, if you look up inside there, they installed metal grommets, if you will, inside the hole. And I believe that's so when you're messing around with removing the spring bars, that's the side you really want to mess with, because the other side is just plastic. There's no metal in there. So if you look, you can see that in there, the metal. So you can either do it with a small tool, like, and push it out there's the spring bar. It's just a little guy. So you can either use, here's the metal links. So you can tell that's, I don't know if you can tell, that's tinny, that's metal, and that's more of a thud, that's plastic, okay? So you can use the hole and compress it, which works if you're patient, but what I find works better is I use my spring bar tool, and I'll just reach in there with it and pry it out. But I use this fine tip one, and then I just pry it out, and it'll pop right out. So let me get this off. So if you're lucky enough, you can find one of these combi bracelets on their own. And I think you're going to spend, depending on how you find it, you're going to spend maybe upwards to $100 if you're not buying this with the watch. And then you can install it on most of these Gshock square units. You can buy this one here is the gw-5610bc-1jf for $185. That actually has the negative display. It is the tough solar 6-band, and it comes with this bracelet on it. I think Casio did a really good job of designing this for what it's intended for, because it's actually really light. And then even like this added link here, which doesn't match the others, the reason they did that is because that's how far the clasp goes. So it makes sense. It actually, works better that way. So, and then you have just a simple operation. You just squeeze those, and it's just a simple stainless steel fold over clasp. It just works really good. It's very comfortable. It is pretty difficult to get this installed onto this, because believe it or not, digging those guys out of there and then reinstalling these to get this all the way up in there is very difficult. I figured out an easier way to do it. I just use magic. So I'll just come in like this, and do that. And there you go. So I find that magic actually works better to install these. If you try to use the spring bar tool and everything, you're just really going to struggle. I would go with the magic instead. I think that just works so much easier. It's so much faster. I think I'm going to start using it on all my bracelets for sizing them and everything. So that's how you install it onto the standard 5600s. This is the economy cheap one. This is like the $30 or $40 one that you can buy. And I did it the other way in the past, and it was very difficult. But so give this bracelet a shot. Either buy it on that other model, the gw-m5610bc-1jf. That's a mouthful. And either deal with the negative display or take the bracelet off and install it on a different square. I think you'll be happy. Here, I'll toss it on my 7 1/4 wrist, and I'll just show you what it looks like. It makes it feel like an actual watch. It's just the way it you know, and then it has the micro adjust on it too. I think, what is it? It's got like 4 different micro adjust on it. It just like upscales it a bit, you know. So give that combi bracelet a try. Let me know what you think.